Alright, how's it going, YouTube? So welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over my November 2021 competitive Marincess deck. So I recently took this to a local competition and I got third place in the tournament. It's a great mix of applying a lot of pressure to your opponent and being a little anti-meta. So I know a lot of support from Marincess was just announced, and so before all that support comes out, I want to start with the basis of this deck, and then I want to show you guys how this deck is going to progress as the new cards come out for support. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. I'm not going to explain every single card in depth, because then when I start to do that, I tend to talk too long during the videos, and they end up being like 20-minute videos. But, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give the deck list, and then if you guys want, let me know in the comments below. I can do a full hour-long discussion or just give a really good synopsis of why I'm playing every single card that I am. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with the deck list because that's the reason you clicked on this video. So obviously you're gonna start with your three Marincess Blue Tang. It is your best friend in this deck. It is what you want to see in your starting hand 100% of the time. Oops. You want to see it in your starting hand 100% of the time. Just being able to send all your Marincesses from your deck to the grave, amazing ability. All the Marincesses have such amazing graveyard effects. And then just getting a chance to search one of your Marincess cards and send it to your hand is also great. Then you're playing your 3 Marincess Seahorse. This card by itself gets you up to a Link 3 Marincess. So if you just open this in your hand, it's amazing. You're going to get essentially full combo. This plus any other monster that can be special summoned to the field, which is a lot of them, is full combo, so it's great. Then you're playing your Marincess Pascalis, another amazing normal summon. You normal summon it, you can special summon any other Marincess monster from your hand and defense position. So absolute best starting hand you can imagine is when you open with Marincess Pascalis and Marincess Blue Tang. But yeah, and that happens more often than you think because you have a lot of searchers in this deck. And then you play 2 Marincess Mandarin, just another combo extender. You don't want to take too many because if you start with 2 in your hand, it is a once per turn effect. So if you draw 2 in your hand, it's not that good. So that's actually it for the Marincess monsters. I'm playing an alteration. I like to call it Marincess and the Frog. But yeah, you're playing the Frog engine. You play 3 Swap Frog. I'm not going to take the time to explain what the frogs do. This is a Marincess video. There are other videos if you want to learn how the frogs work. And then you play your 1 Rodent Totem, obviously. Great for going into your Totally Awesome. And then for just some generic water support, you play 3 Silent Angler. There's a lot of debate about playing Silent Angler versus all the other ones that you can just special summon. But I like Silent Angler just because it's a nice level 4. And some of the other ones you can special summon are like level 5 or lower. But just getting another level 4 on the field where you can go into some of your rank 4s makes it a lot easier. All right. And then you play your 3 Gamma Seal. Some of your Marincess links have the effect where they need to banish a water monster from the grave in order to activate an effect. So just having Gamma Seal possibly in your graveyard can activate that effect. Plus, it's the best kaiju to give your opponent. It has the lowest attack points. Also, kaijus are just so amazing right now because they're like the definition of anti-meta. All right, and then to wrap it up for the monsters, 3 Effect Veiler. Gamma Seal, Effect Veiler, those are the things that you swap out with the side deck. Also some of the spells that you play. But that is it for the monsters. So I'm going to set those aside. All right, so for the spells, most important card in the deck, you have your 1 Marincess Battle Ocean. If it's so important, why are you playing just 1? I hear you saying in the comments. That is because your Link 1 right here, Marincess Sea Angel, searches it. And literally, this card is a part of your, like, every single combo that you're going to do. So if you draw Marincess Battle Ocean into your hand, it is the biggest brick in the deck. because it's going to be added to your hand anyway, and you're just wasting the search effect. But actually, with the support that was announced for Marincess, you don't need to worry about that, that's why the support just fixed Marincess, and I'm not going to talk too long about the support coming out, because I'm just doing a deck list, but we're going to go ahead and continue with the video. You play 3, Signet Mining, just to make sure you start with your Pascalis or your Blue Tang in your hand. Just an amazing card. Searching for your stuff. You played 3 Potted Desires. This is just my choice. You can play this card, you cannot play this card. Doesn't really matter. I've just never seen... You just need to make sure that you get your Ronin Totem and your Battle Ocean, but more importantly, your Battle Ocean, because honestly, this deck really doesn't work if you don't have Battle Ocean in the field zone. Again, another thing that was fixed with the support. So then, just for some choice, I played 3, Dark Ruler No More. Again, a really nice anti-meta card. This can be replaced with anything else that you want, if it's a little too expensive still. But just training it out for any other hand trap is just as good. But I really like Dark Ruler No More, just being able to dominate your opponent if you're going second. And then you have your 1 Monster Reborn, your 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, and your 1 Called by the Grave. Just some really nice staple 3-ofs. And to wrap it all up, you have probably one of the best cards of the deck, your 3 Marincess Wave. Literally, if you have a Link 3 or higher Marincess, which you will, because that's like the entire point of this deck, you have an imperm that you can play from your hand. It's amazing. It's recurred by a lot of the Marincess Link abilities. It is searchable by using Blue Tang's effect, if you get lucky. So, yeah, I love Marincess. It is probably my most competitively viable deck at the moment. And I love taking it to tournaments. But that is it for the main deck. Now I'm going to go into the extra deck. The extra deck for Marincess is really tough. Marincess have a lot of extra deck monsters, and you also want to make room for other tech options. So space in the extra deck is stretched really thin, but I think I have a really good ratio of Marincess monsters. So to start off, we have our 2 Marincess Blue Slug. This is your combo starter. You add a Marincess from your grave back to your hand. It's amazing. I don't even know what to say about it. It's just, you're going to go into it every single time as you can. Then you have your 1 Marincess Sea Angel. It searches Battle Ocean. Nothing more needs to be said about it. Then you have your 2 Marincess Coral Anemone. Target a water monster in your grave, special summon it. It's the reason why you're able to get full combo off of literally just Marincess Seahorse. Then you play your 1 Marincess Crystal Heart. It's important because if you make a Link monster with this card while Marincess Battle Ocean's on the field, it is immune from your opponent's card effects, which is probably like the best protection that a card can have in the game. Literally, the only thing it loses to is Kaijus, which is, again, why you play the Kaijus, because it's not an effect, it's paying cost when you special summon Kaiju. So when it's not affected by opponent's card effects, and you're paying cost, it doesn't count. So it's really great. Then you play 1 Marincess Marbled Rock. These take too long to explain, so I'm just going to put them down. Marincess Marbled Rock, 1 Marincess Wonderheart, and your 1 Marincess Great Bubble Reef, best bounce monster in the deck for now. So that's it for the Marincess links. Now we're going to go into a couple tech options that I like to play. Splash Mage. You're often locked into water monsters from the extra deck, so Splash Mage is also a water monster, and it's great for reviving your Cyverse monsters for going into extended play. Your 1 Shooting Code Talker, again, another water type they're able to go into. And it's just great if your opponent has like a lot of tokens, you can just draw like 5 cards. And then your 1 Transcode Talker, it's not a water type, but if you can get Transcode to work, it's really great. Your monsters will just be boosted into like the 6,000s of attack points. So that's it for the Link monsters, then you play 3 Xyz monsters. You have your 1 Bahamut Shark, the sole purpose of special summoning Totally Awesome, and then you play your 1 Abyss Dweller. So yeah, that is it for the extra deck. And now briefly, we're just going to go over the side deck. Just the way the metagame is now, these are interchangeable with anything as the meta shifts. If you have things like, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but any of those new traps are coming out. But we have 3 Ghost Spell. If I had Ash, trust me, I would play Ash. However, I only have 1 Ash, and I'm not just going to play 1. 3 Artifact Lancia, in case you're going up against dinos. 3 Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit. You have your 3 Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, in case you're going up against another Link spam deck. And then you have your Nibiru, the Primal Being, in case you're going up against a combo deck. So, yeah. All right, I've been trying to get through my deck profiles faster because usually they take too long. But yes, let me know in the comments below what you think of this deck list. And I love all constructive criticism. I like to take it all into consideration. I got so many amazing comments on my Arrow Mage video that I posted in January. And actually last week we posted the updated Arrow Mage where I took all your guys' comments into consideration. So let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this deck list and anything that you guys think that I can improve on the deck. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you next time.